Sneaker Show!
Maybe we'd start talking about, like, it's a new year. What are we going to buy this year? What are you excited about? What are you doing differently this year? And if I'm making a resolution, it's just to lean into who I am even more. You know, I'm not doing something that I think you might like. I want to do. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm wearing what I want. I'm buying what I like. I'm listening to the music that gives me feeling. I'm loving the people that are close to me. That's what I'm doing this year. I love the guys on this podcast. I love the people who listen to this podcast. Like, I love my kids. I've never been more in love with my wife, and that's it. No new friends. You know, I'm doing my thing for me. Maybe it's like a selfish thing, but if I'm thinking about what I'm improving on, really it's just about enjoying life more. There's been too much time going by where I got such a good thing going on, and you're like wanting for more. That seems ridiculous. So we'll be here weekly, and we'll be talking about new shoes and sneaker news, and we'll have guests who are interesting people who love the culture. And I know for sure I'm buying those white cement 3s. That's happening. I see, Nathan, you've got the 1s and the 2s there. It would be logical for you to scoop up the next in the line of those. What else do you guys know you want this year?
I want to rock.
I want to rock.
Poor guy was always getting the raw end of the deal in those music videos, hey? That Gump-looking guy. I had an uncle that kind of looked like that guy. Shout out Uncle Murray. I always thought it was him. It's in Twisted Sister videos.
Give me an R.
What do you want to do with your life? Anyways, it's neither here nor there. Yeah, what a way to kick it off, hey? Like, Tim's like, this is my life, and then he's like, what shoes do you want to buy? So I just want to come out right here and cover all the ground. I also love Tim's wife and kids. I also love the guys on this podcast. I love wrestling. That's what we're doing. I love white cement 3s. I love lamp. Let's go. Let's go. What are we doing this year? One thing I'm leaning into heavy is comfy clothes, man. I'm getting all sorts of sweats. I'm getting all sorts of nylon bottoms, dude, and I'm loving them. They're good. Speaking of comfort, these 2s, a little bit out of the box. I love the pictures of them. I love the way they looked. I took them out of the box and went, whoa, that's, I don't know if this is for me, brother. You take these off, and these are thicker than the plot on the back, let me tell you. But then because they're just so wide when they're not laced up, and then you get about halfway up, and you're like, I see the vision. I see the vision. And then you get them together, and you're like, oh yeah, live. Yeah, and it just all comes together, and you love it. The materials are great. They're feeling good, and then you put them on, dude. Let me tell you.
I love hearing that you go through that. Like, that's
Don't tell
the
me.
sequence of events I've gone through so many times where I'm sure I like something. It shows up. You look at it. You go, do I like this?
Dude, and it's like, I'm not talking the fox when I say it's got that terry in the inside. You know what I mean? It's that nice, soft, that towel material almost. You know what I mean? And it's just so padded. And you're just so supported, you know? It's like, I feel like if my friends were a shoe, they are the Air Jordan 2 Chicago. I am so supported. Left shoe Tim, right shoe Fredo. Okay? That's what's up. They are so comfy, so good. I love it. Yeah, just putting parts of me in new things. That's what we're doing this year, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I saw you in some Lululemons today, dog. Let's go.
You're doing karate in the basement. Yes, sir.
Elvis Presley
Rex
moves.
Kwando.
Tab Kwando.
Comfort. All right. It's going to be a good year for comfort.
We're
Guys
just
been
feeling
heavy
good.
on the sweatsuits. Now we're not going to go any time feeling uncomfortable. Why would you?
Just things you like, man. You know, really, yeah, getting into it. There's a lot of wrestling tees in the mail right now. Which, I would be remiss to follow at tab_the_t_man on Instagram. I'm showing off all the tees. I was doing some downsizing, some organizing, and I was like, I'm gonna die before I get outfit pics and all of these. Like, it's never gonna happen. I gotta just start posting 3 of these a day for the next 2 years to catch up. And so, anyways, that's what I'm doing, and it's really fun, and the support's been great. So yeah, go take a look. Go look at the t-shirts. See what's on the blog.
We'll link that in the description of the podcast to Tab the T-Man on Gram. Do not miss out on that.
Every day.
Fredo, what's 2023 got in store for you?
I mean, we both kind of all been saying it for months. Definitely these threes that are coming out. I think what I'm chasing the most, especially like now going into summer,
The bag.
is all the Jordan 1 Low golf shoes. There's a ton of good colors. Like honestly, there's more good colors than there isn't. And they don't go for a whole ton. So for someone who golfs as much as I do, I would love to start getting in on those for sure.
More life, more golf. Let's go.
Did you order that pink pair yet?
No, I didn't. I've been sitting on it. They're still sitting. Yeah, they did a pair of the like Art Basel pink. I don't even know what they're called. Anyway,
It's like rust pink.
yeah, the rust pink pair. They did like that. Those were sweet. My mom got me the like Shadow one
Yeah.
Low golf. Yeah, those ones are sweet. But yeah, there's so many good colors in them. It's definitely one of those things where it's rare to have like more good colors than not, but they've been doing really well with it.
Even those plain ones with like there was the white and the black with the alligator skin. Hey, you get those lizards out on the golf course, man. All right.
Let's go. All right. I'm with it. Let's do our thing, you know? Let me pull up some pics. We'll start scrolling through what's going on here.
Scrolling in the deep here, dude.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of things I am getting, and speaking of t-shirts I will wear with them, hey, holy
That's clicking.
sheep. Yeah, I will leave that where it is. These are so good. This is a general release, dude. GR Joe. God, this is part of our good friend Teddy Santis's Made in the USA, like Bruce Springsteen or whatever that album was. Corn in the USA, something like that. Anyways, yeah, of course. Anyways, this is part of his line. These are regular degulars. Look at those materials, dude. Look at that suede. Look at these colors. This is insane. I'm 200% getting these now that I know I have a shirt that matches them, but like I wanted them before that. Like the comfort you're getting out of these New Balances. I'm a reformed man. I got New Balances on this year. That's because we're comfy, you know?
And the pair you have is kind of pink and purple, and these are very pink and purple.
Yeah, the ones I have are kind of pink and purple, and
Yeah.
this is on 10. That yellow in there, dude, these are like, they're very 90s looking, hey? Like very throwback colors. Yeah, huge fan. You put the cream laces in those, match the tongue and the sole. Let's go.
So that's the 990 V2. They got the weird extra thing on the midsole there.
Doesn't
But
matter.
hot indigo colors.
You like those, Tim?
Absolutely. They're hot.
I like that they did like the yellow on these too.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like random, but it goes so well with it.
Mm-hmm. Very loud, very European.
Yeah. Yeah, good pick. Yeah, there's so many of these. This is like season 2 of Teddy Santis just keeps going.
Keep going. He's on that Khaled.
So that's a cop for you this year?
100%.
100. Okay. Steep retail, but it'll be worth it.
What are these? It's like
The-
2 something?
Yeah, definitely. High
Maybe.
2s.
Maybe even tree.
Close.
It's a pair of J's, brother.
Depends what province you're paying tax in.
Oh,
So 2 for you, 3
yeah.
2 for us, 3 for you.
There it is.
Yeah. Don't tell Uncle Justin I ain't paying no tax.
True, no? What the hell is that?
You tell me, brother.
Well, it looks like a shell toe inspired slide. It's like the foam runner, but it doesn't have any holes in it. This is
looks
the
like
thing?
This
Those
looks
would
like
be so hot, man. My foot
is
would
a-
be drowning in there.
a clog, dude, is what this is. It's a straight up clog. You go dance around windmills with this thing on. Yeah, the Addy Foam Superstar. And for those of you that can't see, picture Yeezy Slide and the classic shell toe had a kid, and it came out ugly. They had just a nasty little kid. Came out like this. And that's what we got. And it is coming out January 16th. Make sure you got your Adidas app downloaded for this one. Not.
What would you guys do if you were in Adidas' situation with they have $500 million of Kanye West shoes, and I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. Here, I'll bring up a picture just a second.
I
Just
get
a
him
minute
say
to
sorry
talk
to
about this.
I get him say sorry to Jewish people.
Start there.
I'd
Step
sell
one.
them directly to StockX.
Unreleased Yeezys.
You get a bag, dude.
Yeah, back door.
That's free cash.
Is this all looking right to you? Everything showing up right on your screen and everything?
Yeah, it's not in the slideshow view, but we can see the picture. You bet.
Okay, so Adidas may drop the first Yeezy Boost 350 V2 without Ye soon. We don't have an exact date, but they're talking about it being this first colorway of granite. Adidas isn't legally allowed to make the use of the Yeezy markings, but they still own various models that were designed when Ye was with Adidas. So that means they have countless unreleased colorways, over $500 million worth of stock. It's just sitting there. They are now in the process of being rebranded to be officially sold across this year and beyond. What would you do? These look like knockoffs without like that Yeezy supply written on them. It's a very generic gray 350. Is anybody going to want that?
I think people still will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think too if they're smart too, because like it said, like what was it, YZY 350 on the side or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I could see them doing like something to do with Adidas, but I think if they were smart, they just leave it like blank.
Yeah, these are the Azizas. Is what it says on the side. Isn't he still missing? Wasn't there? You see something in the news about that where nobody's heard from him for a little bit? Kanye?
When I think about it, haven't heard his name recently, and all we did was hear his name for a while.
I don't know if it just felt like he was missing or what, but yeah, no, I seen some headlines saying nobody had heard from him for a little bit or something like that. So these could be a tribute shoe if things go south. These go from the granite to the tombstone.
And there's one more thing I was going to talk about if we're doing Kanye talk. Here, I'll bring these up. Let me know that you can see that.
It's funny, you're like, yeah, and they're legally not allowed to use the Yeezy branding, and it's like, yeah, and morally that would really suck for them too.
Also.
yeah, there might be one thing that's worse than a lawsuit, and that's being tied to him right now.
So we were looking at the Superstar foam runner that's coming out right away. Jan 16 is what they were saying for those ugly looking things. What we're looking at now is the Nike Calm slide. Calm is like calm down. In the last 2 years, slides, foam runners, slip-ons, laceless footwear has really exploded in popularity, and that's Kanye's doing. Nike calls this Calm slide an elevation. Sorry, it's also an evolution, an elevation of the Benassi slide. And Benassis have sold okay, but not like Yeezy slides and foam runners have. They call the cushioning robust. It's clearly influenced by Yeezy slides. They're not admitting to that. The outsole kind of looks like a Air Force One marking, on the bottom there. And 4 colorways are expected this year. So is this going to be a popular thing, or is this Nike just trying to get on with something that's selling? Do you guys like the looks of the Calm slide?
Probably a little bit of both, hey?
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't mind the colored ones, but these black ones look like such a jail shoe, man.
Word.
Like, I don't know why, but they just look like such a, like, I don't know, doing time on the inside. You throw these on.
Prison-esque.
Or maybe you're working in like the kitchen in prison. It doesn't look like you're on vacation.
You're going open-toed shoes in the kitchen?
Well,
Dude, they're in jail. What do they have to lose? A couple toes?
Yeah. Do you lose the wrong toe? Your balance is off. I don't know if you know how that works.
here's a view from above of sort of the cream one. And
These look like they would hurt to get
bottom.
hit with, hey?
Yeah, they
Facts.
look weighty. They had those like heinous looking slide things that were really heavy with the laces on top of them.
Oh, yeah, I know
You
what
see
you
them
mean.
sitting on the half off shelf.
Wonder why.
Yeah. Nike's slide game's kind of weak. Maybe this is the move. We'll see. Calm slides coming soon.
Do you think that's a little bit of a dig because the guy selling slides at Adidas was not calm at all?
Right. Full dig. Okay, pardon that interruption. We're back on the screen here with Tabasco's sneaker news.
This is, we got a 1985 version. Doesn't that make us excited? And then you see it.
And you're like, it's got the cream midsole. Yeah.
If they were to like show you this from the bottom up, they're like, okay, we're gonna give you an 85 dunk now, and you're like, I'm listening, and then they show you, and they're like, we got gray on the bottom, and you're like, okay, and then you're like, we've aged this midsole perfectly, and you're like, all right, keep going, yes, and then they lift up the rest, and you're like, ah, that's kind of what happened to me here. Yeah, so just as I described it, once you get past that midsole, we've got it's a weird kind of cracked suede sort of Meunier-esque material, and then it's with the white and gray traditional color blocking, and then we got that bright red on the swoosh, bright red on the liner
Insole.
is the word I'm
Yeah.
looking for, insole
Yeah.
and liner. A couple little hits around the tongue, and then yeah, it comes back in with the cream laces, and then we've got a little bit of extra gray up by the cuff there, so that's an interesting touch. But yeah, I don't think so. I'll probably leave these where they are. They can sit with those slides on the half-off rack, I think. But maybe you guys like them. Who knows?
So they're saying this is different. They're saying this is like an 85 cut, like we get the Jordan
sir.
High every year, and this is somewhat different than just a Dunk Retro.
Apparently.
I don't know if I see it. I know I see a colorway that just is not happening.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
more pictures from this exact photo shoot coming up later, by the way. I'm going to feature these babies back here.
The twos?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Fredo. Sorry.
nah, these are. I was just gonna say these are not doing it.
These, however, I love. I love a gray shoe. I love a gum sole. They look lush. What can you tell us about these?
This is the next installment in the orange box series of SB Dunks, which we know means premium materials. Tim's had quite the luck with that orange box line before, so hopefully it keeps on rolling. Yeah, these are just called gray gum, and that's truly what's going on here. All gray upper, white swoosh, white back tab, white midsole, gum bottom, couple hits of orange on the swoosh and the eyelets, and ready to go. Good everyday pair, if you ask me.
Absolutely. It goes with everything. I had the white with the navy swoosh and got rid of them. I have the brown with the white swoosh, and I wear them a lot. They're soft like old football. And these just, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to end up with too many gray shoes. A lot of New Balance. I like that Marblehead original. I still need to get like the Protection Pack OG gray pair. So it's not that I need these, but if the opportunity comes up to scoop for retail, I'm not going to be able to say no.
Yeah,
Shit.
these would be a really good shoe to just like, especially if you can get it for retail, to just like snag and like wear every day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like one of those shoes that kind of goes with everything, and it's still like a nice like clean shoe. So yeah, if you can snag for retail, I think it's kind of like a no-brainer at that point.
Brown box. Orange tag. What do we got? Oof. Well, that's a hell of a colorway. That's one of my favorite all time. Black toe.
Reimagined, lost and found. That's what's happening here. It looks like they're gonna start hitting this heavy. We don't have a picture of it, but they're talking about a royal as well. Obviously, we'd like to get the in-hand pictures and not the mock-ups. But for this week, we'll touch on this. This is the black toe, reimagined, lost and found, cracked collar, aged midsole. Hopefully, crazy box like the Chicago pair. And yeah, cool if they're gonna start cranking out the OGs like this and in this form. I don't hate it. I think the materials are good. I think the presentation is great. Would maybe take a pass on these just because I got the Chicagos. But again, if you hit them for retail, you almost can't say no, can you?
Shay, are you still in need of Jordan 1 highs?
I'd probably take a pass. I'm like kind of same boat as Tabasco with these. Like, I think I would definitely be trying for them if I didn't have like the Chicago Lost and Founds. Don't get me wrong, I'll still be trying for these for sure, but yeah, I don't think I need them. If I got them, I'd probably just sell them, if I'm being honest. Or I'd try and hook like someone who's looking for a certain size up, but yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those things again where if you hit them for retail, you like can't really go wrong, but I don't think I need these.
Yeah, I just like getting you on the record because sometimes we see the in-hand looks and your opinion changes, and then we can roll back the clock and go, "Oh, Mister, I don't need them. Needs them."
I've got the transcripts.
Yeah. Okay, stay tuned to Sneaker Show for more.
Sneaker show or Dateline.
These have been happening, not happening. People say they'd be a grail. I love the Off-White 4 cream so much. That's a grail for me. This is the bread 4s, and is there news on this actually happening? I thought this was never going to happen.
You're right, it isn't, and that's what every news article says. But Virgil's wife popped out in a pair, and they were like one of one for her. And then this is just the sample pair. There's just somebody was able to get photos of the sample pair. These were, I think, they were on display at that art exhibit thing that was traveling around. So that's where that came from. Do we like this? Well, we know Tim's answer, okay? But Fredo, do you like this more than you like the cream pair?
I don't really like these, to be honest.
Fair.
I don't think they would wear good at all.
Nope.
Which is, I think, the biggest turnoff for me. I see like the whole like concept map behind it. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't want these.
I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know. That cream pair is definitely one of the best off-white Nike collabs in my opinion. So lining them up against these is kind of a no-brainer, but yeah, I think it's just like how I envision these wearing. I don't think it'll be very good, so it would be a pass.
I think what kills it for me is that like ripstop mudguard on the front. Like it just really, it just doesn't really go with anything on there.
Yeah. If they did like that black suede, I think it could be a different story, but
If it was completely that, yeah, because that black suede does look really good, but it almost makes it look like that gray on the midsole and outsole just like goes up even higher. Like the sole is coming onto the shoe, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah, when they first announced it, like forever ago, when Virgil was still with us and everything, I remember like the vibe around it being like he didn't do enough. It's just bread 4s, and it's got a little bit of that ripstop stuff on it. Maybe it's got the clear wing things on the side, but he didn't do enough Virgiling to it to make it a real off-white thing. But you would think you take like a classic and you get a guy who does what he does, but
2 other classics.
right. Okay, slide on through. Heineken, Dunk, Low.
yeah, so there is rumored to be a Heineken Dunk 2.0 coming out this year. I'm assuming they won't be super close to the original colorway, just considering like all the controversy around the last one. no real like info on these yet. Neither party's kind of like said anything about it. So one of those things we'll have to kind of wait and see. But I'm curious to see if they do another one, like how close it'll be to the old one. But just have to wait and see.
And we're looking at the OG here that
Yeah.
I don't remember it having like the fuzzy material on the swoosh. Is that just tearing away at the edges?
I honestly don't even remember. I seen a pair on Sotheby's not too long ago, and I think they were asking like 20K for them though.
What was that guy
It was like
asking
a pair
for 'em?
with box.
What was that guy asking for him at the swap? Remember we seen these?
Yeah.
Wasn't like a ton. Like they were definitely like on the used side, but I think at this point like 99% of these pairs are. And I think he was asking like 6 or 7. So still a bag, especially for a used pair. But if they're 20 DS,
It's such a nice shade of green. It's not worth thousands of dollars, but it's a nice shade of green for sure. There's green dunks out there. I had those Rider Pride dunks. They weren't far off from this. It's all very similar, but get those red laces. You got to get that red star, I guess.
yeah,
That's where it's at.
stamp it on there.
Yeah. Here's something we keep hearing about, and I don't think we've seen what they're going to look like, but now we've got a release date.
Yes, there was tons of rumors in the fall about an SB Jordan 4. According to that Z Sneakerhead Z on Instagram, who's rarely inaccurate with like early pair news. The SB Jordan 4 is apparently going to be releasing in like a sail and pine green colorway. There's no pictures yet. There's a couple mock-ups, but they're all kind of rough, but no pictures yet. But the color blocking is supposedly like a military blue color blocking with like a gum sole on it. I think they are aiming for like a March 20th release. I'm assuming it'll get pushed back. Mainly just because we haven't seen pairs, and it's I don't know, it's weird to not see pairs with a release like that anticipated and this close.
Did you say Nazi?
Nazi pairs?
Sorry, dude.
But yeah, I believe I read estimated retails like 225 US. So definitely on like the steep end, but from the mock-ups I've seen, I don't know how accurate they are, obviously, but if like they are like some of the mock-ups I've seen, they'll definitely be nice.
The white green mock-ups I've seen, it didn't get me that excited. And from the jump, I've been like, who skates in 4s? It's always been such a weird collaboration, SB and a Jordan 4. So I'm one to win over, but I guess it's early to be making opinions on nothing.
Get them on the record. Get them on the record.
I'm curious to see if they'll do anything with like the shape or like anything like that, just being that it's like an SB collab.
Yeah.
So like, I honestly don't know what to expect, but I'm excited to see what they end up like actually releasing.
Maybe it'll just have that puffy tongue on it.
Yeah, 4 with a big fat tongue on it. Even if it's not full fat, like if it's like 2%.
Chubby.
Yeah, if it's like even like the tongue on those 2s, the Jordan 2s that you got, it's so much fatter than on the 1. There's like
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, it's like thicker. There's more foam in there, isn't there?
It's a lot more stiff, isn't it? Because what's the one on the 2? Is it leather?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the leather, but yeah, no, it is more padded. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah,
Thank you. Hey, I'll take it.
It just it compresses so nice. You don't like,
Right.
you don't think of it like because like with the SBs, you really feel that big old tongue on there.
Yeah.
Haha. That's what she said, Wayne.
There we go.
Anyways, but with these ones, it's just so non-constrictive, and it just feels like it's a part of you.
Becomes a part of you. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm still like finding out who I am as a sneakerhead, and for a while I didn't want any doubles of anything, like of silhouettes. There were so many shoes to get. I was like, I got an Air Max 1. I've got an Air Max 90. I've got a Jordan 1 high. I got a Jordan 1 low, and then the doubles start creeping in. So I've got these 550s. I haven't even opened them yet. They're from the Amy Leon doors have showed up, and I don't know. Maybe I should be more excited about them, but they're just sitting there. I'm like, that's a double. Maybe I should just sell it before I even get attached to it. One silhouette I don't have any of is the Air Jordan 2. So I'm on the lookout for Jordan 2s, and I'm pretty sure I want the lows. Let's have a look at these. Now, am I going to pop my Jordan 2 cherry on these? I don't know. This is the Jordan 2 Low Craft Atmosphere. It features seersucker patterns. That railroad stripe. It looks like you're an engineer. Choo-choo! Except it's like pink and white and yellow, and the back's kind of checkered like a picnic blanket. The eye stays, the piping, the heel piece, the lining are all done up in this sort of light yellow. The midsole and the laces have a neutral white to them. It's intriguing. It's different. If I'm being honest, this feels like something you would get if you had many pairs of 2s and you wanted another. They're coming out this spring. They look tea party ready. I don't know if they're it for me. I got one more picture of it real close up here. What do you guys think of these seersucker 2s? Fredo, I could see you in them.
I love these. I think they're sick. Are they a men's pair?
As far as I know.
Yeah, I'll definitely probably be hunting for these. I love a pink shoe. I am kind of like same boat as you. I think I'd prefer the 2 low. Yeah, I don't know. I love these.
Tabasco, you were saying your 2s seemed so wide until you laced them up. You mean wide like the whole base of it, the whole shoe just sat wide in the box? It feels like the lows are a little more a defined silhouette.
So yeah, it's the cuff that was just like when you get these out of the box and they're not laced up, like this thing is like that, right? And you're like, oh, I hope that comes together a lot more than it certainly is. But yeah, if you were to just zip that bad boy off right there, then that is very sleek now, isn't it? Hey,
yeah.
Like, that's one thing I gotta say about this is like the 2 just looks so nice. You know what I mean? Like you get these in hand, you see them from afar, and everything just flows nice. There's so many little details to them. So yeah, I think it translates to the lows very well.
It's so wild that the 2 is the next wave. I never would have guessed it. In the first year of this podcast, every guest we had on, we'd say, what's the next dunk? What's the next thing that's so hot? And not a single person said the Jordan 2. People were like, I don't know, Jordan 4s are pretty happening, but we were still like mid-4 wave. There have been a dozen 2 releases, and there's going to be another couple dozen this year. So I'm just like New Balance, though. There were so many to choose from. I'm like overwhelmed with options, and I want to be picky. I want to get something that I love. So no seersucker pinks for you?
I never said that once.
I love how open you are.
I don't hate them, but I'd probably go after those green highs, or there's a couple other pairs of the lows that I'd probably be hunting after a little bit more just because I really enjoy the pink shoes that I have right now. But yeah, good shoe. I like it, though. I will say that.
Is there like a shoe that you guys wish would come back? Like that's not like in, you could call it?
Ooh. A shoe that I like that's just not happening.
I want those dumb NMDs
or, like,
back.
you think will come in?
I want the NMD wave back, bro. I want the data mosh, no laces, just foam, weird plugs on the side.
That
That's
don't do
what I
anything.
want.
Those things on the
No.
side.
No, they're dumb too. Yeah. God, that's a tough one. Hey, don't you? Part of me kind of wishes Air Force Ones had come back like they were in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. Like I wish they'd just be red hot. Nelly be making songs about them. There's somebody like Nelly nowadays. I don't know who that might be, but a Nelly-esque human being making songs about them, and people just wanting every color, and it almost just being like it just about the silhouette. And I think that would be cool. But I'd like that Air Force One renaissance. That's my answer.
When you look at some of those like New York Instagram people, there's one I follow called Making Observations, and the guy's a total hipster. They're wearing Sambas, those Adidas like soccer shoes with the wild tongues, a real high tongue on it. And I see them wearing it with wide pants, and I hate how it looks. I do like the Reeboks that they wear, though. I like those, like the workouts.
Classics.
Yeah, like the C85s.
Like the ones Malcolm posted on a story today.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. With the terry cloth liner, that real towel feel. I love that shit. Yeah. But it's not really out. It'd be cool if it became really hot. I could get down with that. But you see people in them for sure, the chalk colored ones. How about you, Fredo?
Honestly, probably like the Nike Roche. I love that shoe.
Oh yeah.
Now it's in like outlets everywhere. I still rock with them, but they're just like, I don't know. I'm at a point where I definitely don't need them.
Once in a while, I see a guy in the gym wearing them. They're real, like, they're such a slipper, just comfortable. There's like no crease points on them.
It's like a sock, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Presto.
Yes.
That'd be another good one too.
2023 year the Presto. Fredo called it early January.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Those are ridiculously comfy. I will give
Presto's
you that.
got a good retail too. So even if there was like a premium one, it'd probably be like $2.
Yeah, didn't they have like Stone Island ones? Remember that? Stony, get the badge in.
Yeah.
Hell
There's
yeah.
been some good like collabs on Prestos, but that'd be sweet to see those make a comeback.
It's like a wetsuit for your foot.
Yeah. That's a yeah,
There's-
honestly.
That just feels like you're wearing nothing at all. And that
Stupid,
foam
sexy
is
Flanders.
stupid, sexy Prestos, dude. the Presto is comfier than the Wave Runner. I'd tell that to anybody. I'd tell that to that angry character that Adidas had there himself if he asked me.
I would say my Prestos are probably like the comfiest shoe I have next to like my foam runners.
What's happening here?
So another variation of the Off-White Air Force is apparently going to be releasing sometime in the summer in what they're calling a ghost gray colorway. So these are kind of similar to like the MCAs and the Lemonades. Basically just like a full solid covered Air Forces with that like silver foil swoosh. These are also apparently going to be a Paris exclusive. Retail should be around that like 160 US, kind of similar to what the
Could you
Lemonades
imagine?
was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
no
know-
shot any of us will be getting our hands on these, but
Do you know
I
who
think they're
could?
sick.
Do you know who could get them if they're in Paris? That guy from the Drake album.
Who does the
He's in
lights
char-
on the Eiffel
he's-
Tower?
The Eiffel Tower. That
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't catch his drive.
4 cylinders.
Poof! I need that. These are better than the MCAs and the Lemonades. I'll say that right up straight. That's what I'll do. These are straight up sex, dude. Like they go with everything. I love a gray shoe, and I love the way that these are put together. Look at the tongue on that, Let's go.
Tabby, how would you
160
stack these up?
American. Could you imagine?
Yeah, what is that, like 220?
Good God.
I hope that the more that come out, it drives the prices of them down a little bit because I'm loving every color so far. Truly, there was some bad ones in that museum, but everything that's out right now, I take any of them. I mess with the green ones. I love the yellow. The blue's great. Probably wouldn't want those all black ones now that I think about it. But like as for the solid, like the colors, not the tones or the
Right.
shades. But yeah, I do like this. I like the gray. Obviously, if it's Paris exclusive, it's gonna just be big monies. So that's sad, I suppose. But it is what it is. Like how do you guys wait? Like if you were to just like sell 4 or 5 pairs and get these, like how would you feel about that? Because I have this thought sometimes, and then I'm like, yeah, but then you got an Air Force, and Air Forces age like fruit if you're wearing them. You know what I mean? They're getting wrinkles on them fast. So it's kind of tough to, because these are big money. This is, like I said, 4 or 5 pairs of shoes, right?
I remember there was a used pair of MCA's like the blue one, I think, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a used pair in the groups that came up for I don't even remember what they were. It might have been like 1900, which is like crazy to say, but it's an absolute steal. And I was like, damn, I could move like 4 or 5 pairs and probably scoop these. And then I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that because they're already creased, and anytime I wear a shoe, it gets 100 times worse. So
That's what I mean, because you see this or you see like a chunky donkey or something like that, and you're like, it'd be so cool to just have that hitter. You know what I mean? You're like, I got 4 or 5 here that I'm sure I'm not wearing,
yeah,
that I can part out and put towards these. But then you're like, you know,
You make a solid point about the creasing on the toe of an Air Force One. I saw a guy in the grocery store today, and it's like warm outside and it's sloppy outside, and you see him in the Air Force, and you're like, why would you wear those today? Like, they're never going to be the same. They pick up the nastiness. They got that double crease on the toe. How about your Travis Air Forces, though, Fredo? Because they're like multiple
yeah,
materials. It's
those
different.
those ones aren't bad, especially for how much I've worn them.
Yeah.
I find it's more like the leather pairs that I have, which is
Yes.
like I think like almost every other pair. Especially the like G Dragons.
Yeah.
Like I've worn those a ton. That's like one of my favorite shoes I have, but they're like absolutely cooked. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's more like the leather pairs because I've worn my Travs like a bunch, and they're honestly not that bad.
I don't know what's worse either, because like you said, you get the regular leather pairs and they crease up, or you get like the good leather pairs and they crease up. Because like I wear my Kith ones sparingly. Like it's got to be somebody's birthday and probably even mine. But like, you know what I mean? Like you got to really pick and choose those because it's just such a soft leather and so nice. And so I don't know if it's because it's got more give to it, it creases less, or because it's so soft, it creases more. I don't know, and I'm not really willing to find out either. I'm almost scared to wear these Drake Air Forces. You know what I mean? Like, I love the boy. These were a gift from my mother. How am I supposed to like?
I was going to
Yeah,
ask about those next because it's such good leather. Maybe it's the
It's
best pair to
great
have.
leather.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know how to
great
like
leather.
explain it either, but I feel like the like premium leather, like it still creases, but it creases like nice. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
Like
doesn't
it
like.
kind of like how you said it, Tim. Like some of the like the like GR and like not so good quality pairs, like they have like the like 2 or 3 creases in the toe box, and
Yeah.
there's like a yeah like I don't know. I think like they still crease a lot if they're like the premium pairs, but I think they crease a lot more consistent and like nice.
Yeah. Because there's give and it's soft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting. And how do you get like? I don't understand that double crease either. Hey, like,
I don't know why forces are so bad too. Like, cause I don't know if it's the shape or what, but
That'd be my guess. Yeah.
like forces are always like the most cooked shoe I'll ever see at the grocery store.
that and pandas.
These are like one of my favorite pairs for sure. And I'm happy that they got that one. Just that solid. Yeah. Can't wear these enough. I have been wearing these fours nonstop. They're coming together. There's a bit of a toe problem here. Like, isn't it funny when one toe crease is nice and then the other one gets like that split fork sort of thing? I'm like, what's different between my feet? They're both going through the same thing. I'm putting cream laces in these tonight.
Big evening.
Big night. We're going to edit a podcast and put some new laces in.
I love the black laces in there, though. I think that looks great.
Yeah, that's the
I
lace
didn't
to beat
even
right now.
I didn't even know they had cream until I think it was like Nate T3 had them in. I was like, those look unreal.
They didn't come with anything other than like the eggplant colored lace. I'm just using the ones from those Travises actually. And I'm going to tell you this real quick, but when I pulled the laces out, they were different lengths. Have you ever had that?
Really? Like by a
One,
lot?
oh yeah, like one is that much longer than the other one. I
And
was like,
that's huge.
that is huge. That
It's huge.
for some of us, I mean, we'd give anything for that. But it was just surprising. I was like, why would it be different? Like all shoelaces are sold in sort of a standard length if they're 71 or whatever it is. Am I getting like, did they throw me a G, the GR, the youth, whatever it would be? GR? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for.
GS.
GS, grade school. That's it. Yeah. I was surprised. Anyways,
Weird.
back on topic here.
Need those though. Those fours are Big schneed.
Okay. Yes, the all gray, off-white, Paris exclusive. If you get for retail, wear them and let us know how they crease. Union's back at it. Tabasco. What is it this time?
It's a low. It's a Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
It's an AJKO low.
Huh?
Huh? January 27th? This month? They want me to get my wallet back out again? Already? I just barely put it away. We've got this. It's very similar to the neutral gray one low. I know we're looking at one with a blue swoosh on it. That swoosh is removable. So technically you get 3 different swoosh options with this. You get the blue, the gray, or underneath it's got this all over print Union script across it. There we are. That Union LA. Just like a... Holy Lord.
Rest in peace.
Jeez, bye. We're back. Anyways... So we've got the little Union stitching along the tongue, little hit close to the toe there. We got the tag, we got the Wings logo on the back, like we love. Very typical to kind of like we see with the OG one lows that we like. The sole on these is a little bit different. I can't remember where they borrow it from, but it comes from it's either the Terminator or a Dunk sole typically is what the AJKO has. That's the difference there. But anyways, I like these. I think it's very clean. I like that you got options. We love a neutral gray. That blue really pops. With you got the Union script. Why not? Why not these? Right? Like I'm hoping.
What material are these?
It's canvas. The
Canvas,
AJKO
looks
is
like, yeah.
always canvas. The tongue appears to be like some sort of a suede-esque.
Yeah, it does look suede. Yeah, kind of fuzzy.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like we see on the swoosh and the cuff of the OG, the 85 one high neutral gray and the low, I guess, as well. I like it. I think that's a great wear. I'm hoping people kind of leave these like they do when Union does a silhouette that's not that hot, because I'll take them. I got no problem taking them. I'm in. I'm all in. Tim Stone, are you in?
It just gives me like white Vans vibes right now. I love the stitching. I always appreciate that on the Union shoes, that extra whatever they call it, sashiko stitching. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it looks good with yellow socks. I bet you it creases real nice.
Put a yellow lace in there, brother.
Throw
Match
a yellow lace.
Match it
Maybe
up.
you could get Omar to custom you a yellow swoosh. You could get the Louis swoosh. You could get a swoosh that says Tabasco on it and slap it in there. And there's a lot of arts and crafts possibilities here. Just from the pictures, though, I'm like, I got other shoes I need to buy. But that said, sometimes these Union shoes go on the 50% rack. Some of those Cortez are just sitting around. Help yourself. So we'll see how it goes.
Fredo.
I think kind of the same for me. Like just looking at the pictures, I'm not huge into them. Maybe if I got an in-hand look and I could maybe be persuaded. I do like that they're canvas though, because they would hold dye very easy.
That they would. Oh, go ahead.
No, I think like same kind of thing though. Like I don't know, they give off kind of like Tim said, like a Vans vibe. But again, like nothing wrong with that. They'd be a good everyday shoe.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of options with them, right? Like you get colored laces in there; those things are really popping. Match it up with the swoosh. Maybe don't match it up with the swoosh. Go one blue, one gray. Mismatch the swooshes. Whatever you're trying to do, right? You got
Blue
options.
and yellow for Ukraine. Let's go.
Shout out those boys.
Yeah. What's the last pair of Unions you purchased? Oh, the other twos. You're Mr. Two. Yeah, the blue ones. Yeah,
The blue ones.
they look good, dude.
They do.
Yeah. Okay, Tab's got one more pair for us here. Not canvas.
Not canvas.
I don't know what that other material is though. Is it
Looks like,
carpet?
I was just gonna say it looks like carpet.
It looks like on those notebooks. You know what I'm saying? Like the school notebooks.
School notebooks.
The scribbler.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the like D ring.
Like a duotang?
No.
No.
I tried to get on board.
The Duotang clan.
And they look like weird laces, like on the Japans, I guess, is what those. Remember the all silver ones? Yeah,
It's like
Yeah,
an
that-
SB lace, isn't it?
Yeah.
oval. Yeah. What is this?
Oval. This is a Air Jordan 1 High Craft Vibrations of Niger.
Oh,
New for 2023, Jordan Brand is giving the Air Jordan 1 a Nigerian twist. I don't know how this ties back into the culture. But I like these. I think they look a lot like that 85. I like this pattern. I like this color. I like the cream hits on them. And that material is nuts. It is so good. Look at how soft those look. Oh boy. And those like aged edges around the cuts of leather.
yeah, that raw edge. Yeah.
Yeah, and just that nice, it's cream and black. You can wear that with anything. Put whatever laces you want in it. Go to town. Go nuts. It's your
I wonder
life.
if the tongue is leather like on those Japans. Like we can't see it here.
If you zoom in, and there's not a whole lot of like great looks, but there's that pair in the back.
Oh yeah, there we go in the background. Yeah.
I don't think it is just because of the way the stitching is
Yeah.
on that top part, and then typically they don't do that with the lead.
Nylon.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of looks like TV static.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you drink sparkling water.
That's it. You ever used to touch the TV? Like, well, when TVs would get staticky, now you touch the TV, you probably need a new one.
Yeah.
But like the glass TV, you ever just get up and feel the vibrations?
Feel it, feel it.
Yeah.
Shout out Donnie Wahlberg. Donnie D's on the backup. Great song. It's 5 minutes long. I play that on the radio once in a while. I'm like, this is fun for about 45 seconds. No one wants 5 minutes of good vibrations. That's too many good vibrations. No one wants Donnie D on the backup either.
Why not? You want Paul in there making you burgers?
That's right. All right. Okay. Like those. Not
Yeah?
going to buy those, but I like them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's 2023. I'm just doing shit that I like.
Okay.
I thought you liked those.
Yeah.
You just said you like them.
Conflicting answer. Yeah. I thought you thought you were pretty. Wait, what shoes did you buy last year? Because you thought me and Fredo liked them.
Well, I just keep buying them, hoping that I'm going to impress somebody. I'm like, I got to quit doing that.
Yeah.
No, it's all for me. Okay, this is a good start. We've got an idea of what's coming out this month, what's on the way this year. Now, at the end of Sneaker Show podcast, especially if we have a guest on, we like to have a look at what people are wearing for a little game called Does It Fit, where we decide if it's a fit. The fit man, Young Tabasco, is here to be the master of ceremonies. Ceremony master us, sir.
I am Donnie D on the backup.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Beautiful intro. Guy just lined me up there. This week, we have four-time Mr. Olympia, Chris Bumstead.
C-Bum.
C-Bum. We've got ASAP Rocky and Jesse Bates and Josh Allen from the NFL. Let's go.
Here we are.
ASAP, yes, sir. He's got some crazy black fitted on. We'll go top to bottom here. Vintage tee that I can only assume is some sort of sign language.
What's it mean if he has a middle finger and the other finger's pointing at me?
I think this is some sort of variation of rock, paper, scissors.
Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. Well, that's fun.
Yeah. F-word, paper, scissors. Everybody's favorite playground game to decide who goes first. Anyways, some loose black denim and those... What is that? The white Oreo? They were calling those fours, right?
Yes.
And then there's some girl in the back with a Muppet on her head, but that's neither here nor there.
That's why he's smiling so big.
Yeah, looks like he's getting out of there, hey?
Yeah,
do you
he
think?
does look like he's running away
He's
from
off the
Rihanna here.
scene.
I'm out.
Getting
Take
out
care
of
of
here.
that kid. Bye.
What do you think's in that tube, hey?
That's just a big joint. That's just a 3-foot long doobie.
I think he's got cigarettes in there. He's got those Corilla DeVille cigarettes in there. Anywho, we rocking with this? I'll throw it to you guys first here.
I am gonna say this doesn't fit. Not a huge fan of the fitted, and I personally don't like those fours. Um, I don't know. He looks like he's enjoying himself, but for me, I'm gonna say this doesn't fit.
And what if those shoes were golf shoes?
Oh,
I
I'd be
think that's an
rocking with it.
option. Yeah.
It would fit. Nah, not for me, but he looks like he's having a good time.
He does seem happy, and ASAP Rocky's always got like bling on. He looks like he's got 45 engagement rings around his neck or something. So many rocks. But I wouldn't have even picked this to bring it to the game. It just feels like a guy who's like he's running out to 7-Eleven or something. Maybe he's got the blueprints in there. He's making some big architectural designs, some decisions, but he's just chilling. So I'm going to say that it's not worthy of saying that it fits.
See, and with what we've got, this is my dilemma now after looking at it, is with, yeah, like all this specifically together does not work. But in theory, on paper, if you were like, okay, you're going to give you a pair of fours, you're going all black, nice fitting jeans, loose vintage tee, and a fitted. Like, on paper, it all works, but here it's just, it's not translating as nice.
Now, if he had Rihanna on his arm, all of a sudden things click. Oh, she is something.
Oh, and 2 seconds ago, you didn't even want to bring this one on the slideshow, hey? It's just like, what was that? Keep the same energy.
I like when she looks normal. Like when she really puts it on, that's cool and everything. But I like seeing people like Rihanna, who are often done up, being casual and real. She's got Daisy Dukes on here, and she's a mom now, and it's hotter to me. She's just like never been hotter. So she fits, if that was the question.
It wasn't, but
Okay, all right.
Sha-wing.
Let's slide.
There we go. We've got our guy C-Bum here in the new Travis 1 Low, the Phantoms. I brought this photo strictly because I have not seen anybody wear that shoe, and I wasn't too sure how anybody was going to wear that shoe. So this was interesting to me. Anyways, so yeah, we got that Travis Phantom black on black on the bottom. Another all black fit. We got black cargos, and then we've got a black on black Antisocial Social Club tee on. Do we got more love for this one than perhaps that fellow ASAP Rocky?
I got love for that forearm, that veiny thickness. This guy, dude, I love C-Bum so much. There's no way I would say that what he's wearing doesn't fit. It just bothers me a little bit that it's all black and then a white sock. And I know the white stitching on these Travs is what sort of sets it apart from being just a pure black shoe, but I would have went black sock. Maybe even gray sock would be better. I like the way that the cargos fit with the low, and I love him. Let's go. Motivation.
Couldn't even imagine what size that shirt is, hey?
4XL.
Did you guys see the custom guy that did a pair of those with a white midsole?
I did, and I didn't like them more, as weird as that seems.
These Phantoms with a midsole that's white?
Yeah.
I didn't
thought-
see that.
I wasn't like super huge on this shoe to begin with, and I thought after seeing those that these were like even worse.
I thought these were even better after seeing that one, honestly.
Are they still going for 1,000?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
What I
That's
don't
so
understand,
silly.
dude, you get the bandanas with these, the paisley bandanas. How has nobody reworked that onto the shoe yet?
Right.
Whether it's the swoosh or the whole shoe, like, how has nobody done this yet?
We could put a bandana on C-Bum's head here. That would help.
It'd be cool. He'd look even more hardcore.
Yeah. Throw that Carhartt jacket in the mix. Let's go.
That was a sick jacket. And you keep talking about it like it's not. This is like the hardest way you could drink a smoothie too, hey? That's pretty crazy. Anyways, good for him. Yeah, fits. Love the guy for sure. On the same wavelength. Fredo?
As much as I don't like that shoe, and I don't like the whole like white sock with all black, but it actually kind of works for this. Even though I don't like the shoe, I love the pants and how those fit. So overall, I'm gonna say it fits.
Okay. All right. We got Jesse Bates here. He's got those lemonade off-white Air Forces. I have to
Creasing
assume, yeah, just creasing. That pine green Goyard bag. I have to assume that's gallery department flared denim because he's got that crazy cool gallery department black washed hoodie there. I love that. And then he's topping it off with the classic Oakland A's fitted. Match it up with the shoes, matching the bag too. Got the yellow hit on the hoodie. Let's go. This fits. I don't care what you guys have to say. But I do. Fredo, what do you think?
I personally don't like flared denim, but it actually works really well with this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in pair of lemonades and a Goyard bag, it doesn't really matter what else you have on. Yeah, that hoodie goes crazy though. I will definitely say this fits.
I don't believe there's anything to critique here. This is perfect.
Understood the assignment.
Yeah, nailed it. Swish.
Okay.
God damn. Where do I get some gallery department gear?
From gallery department.
Oh, I should have looked there. Okay, all right.
No, it's one of those things that like you
Yeah.
get it from them and you get it nowhere else. And it's a crazy resale everywhere else.
Yeah. Sorry, I've asked you that question about a million different things. Where do I get Eric Emanuel show? Where do I get these?
Yeah, did you even try? Where do I find techno?
Check the internet, bro. One more. Bring it home.
Josh Allen. He's got that Cactus Jack Corporation Air Force One. He's got some joggers, possibly even sweats. White tee, got that King of Queens overshirt on top of it. And then that two-tone black on brown matching the shirt here. Nice handwritten script that says howdy on it. Hell yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah, okay.
No, thanks. This doesn't fit. No.
Wait, that's a hot take.
There are times when I could be won over by these Travis Air Maxes. There's times when you're like, oh, maybe I do like them. And this is not one of those times. You're like, oh, that's why I hate them. Yuck. Mm-mm. And is it a bowling shirt? Is that, are you in a league? King of Queens overshirt.
You like that, eh?
This
Dropping
Paul
it.
Blart.
Dude in the mail, dude. Yeah, that's what's that guy's actual name? Everybody just calls him
Kevin James.
Kevin James. Everybody just calls him Paul Blart, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he lives the role.
He is peanut Blart and jelly.
Shay, is this your favorite outfit of the day?
Might
No,
be.
this sucks.
Yeah.
I hate that shirt. I don't like those shoes or that hat. I like the bag, but yeah, I'm gonna say it don't fit.
God
Sorry.
damn. Fredo just gets heated when he watches diners, drive-ins, and dives. He was so aggressive. I hate that shirt.
Dude, that shirt sucks.
Yeah, you turn from the mic a little bit and you're like, fucking Guy Fieri, some fucking Flavor Town shit.
Out of bounds. My shirt's on fire. Bleach your hair.
These cheese fries are gangster. All right, that's not a cool word anymore.
I feel like you could make that shirt work like so well, but just not with like Air Maxes and sweatpants. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like for the vibe of that, it does not go well.
Yeah, it was
Because
like
the shirt itself like looked really nice, but just not with that. Like it didn't fit at all.
yeah, he looked like Tony Soprano going to yoga or something, maybe.
That's the energy for 2023. I'm like Tony Soprano, but I'm going to yoga. All right. That's my new energy.
And also our episode title.
Tony Soprano goes to yoga. That's perfect. Well, thanks for sticking it out all the way to finding out why we named it that. That's wonderful. Thanks for being here. If you're not watching the YouTube version of this, click that link in the description as well. Thanks for tapping in on our Instagram. We got some sick reels going up. Shout out to the Fit Man. The way you're putting it together, appreciate that. Instagram is Sneaker Show Podcast. Make sure you give a follow to Tab the T Man. It's all in the description. Let's have the best year of our lives. Do it for you. You're worth it. We love you. Thanks for being here. We're out of here.